YouTube has, the disadvantage of the scale is the cost of the scale. And it means that the only way you can manage delivery across the entire planet is to own the entirety of the stack. That you have to have all the way down to the literal processors in the computers, through the data center, through the networking, through the entirety of the infrastructure and the way it's distributed, all the way to the players, right? Like that we own this, and it allows us to control the quality and the cost of this. There's just no other ways to do it. And one of the advantages of having such scale is that you don't chase the unnecessary ghosts, right? So one of the problems as we were scaling up at Peacock, for the first year, if you don't have enough users on your service, every single little networking problem is something that you're going to have to diagnose and figure out. And especially if you have a CTO that is wagging his finger at you saying, hey, go figure out what this was. A lot of times, it is literally last mile. And I could tell you stories about, I've seen metrics move at Peacock because somebody apparently was sitting on the remote controller and repeatedly making requests, tens of thousands of requests to a particular playback. Right. So this is a problem of scale. When your scale is too small, you're actually going to be chasing these phantoms, because go back to what I was saying before, you have to chase them if you really want to know how your system works. As you reach a scale of YouTube, and you also reach a maturity of your metrics and understanding of them, then you don't have to spend your time on those things, because the metrics themselves are so normalized just based on the number of users that you have. And so that saves you a lot of time. And also you can create what I would call synthetic metrics, which would be aggregates of your various other metrics, right? So you could say, hey, I'm going to combine crashes and startup time and rebuffering into this other synthetic metric that isn't going to move up and down all the time. Because what you want to do is task your engineers with solving the real problems about, well, what are the optimal retries on your player based on your stack and the type of server-side ad insertion and your delivery method and all of that. How do I scale, and how do I prove that I can scale past a certain point? All of these are how do I encode things with the optimal bit rates for certain types of content? These are the hard questions, and you can't be chasing phantoms while you're trying to answer these hard questions.